Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you guys are visiting from the Keeping It Dutch channel, then welcome to you too. But today, we're going to have this is our second video. We put out a video earlier, but this video is going to be about our beef jerky recipe. Now, we're doing this as a collaboration with the Keeping It Dutch channel, and Dutch has agreed to be our taste tester. So just hang on and we'll get into some of those details in just a second. Just hang on.
Check it out.
Alright guys, like I said, this is going to be a collaboration with Dutch over at the Keeping It Dutch channel. Now, we're going to give you our beef jerky recipe here in a minute, but if you want to see the results of that recipe, you're going to have to go over and visit the Keeping It Dutch channel. And while you're over there, if you're not subscribed to Dutch's channel, we'd ask you to go ahead and subscribe and then leave him a comment and tell him old Bumblebee Junction sent you over there. But you'll have to go over, it'll be his latest video. Now, I'm not sure if it'll be included in the title, but he'll be posting that video at the same time this video is posted. But he's going to go ahead and try the jerky for us when it's all done, and he'll tell you his impressions of it. Hopefully he's kind to us, but he's kind of a prankster, so you never know. But we've mailed it out to him, and he's got it now. So let's get into this recipe, and we'll show you what we're doing.
Okay guys, we're just getting started on this beef jerky now, and to show you what we're working with here, we got some Black Angus thin sliced sirloin tip. We had about 5 packages of it, but we've already got a couple of them cut up, and she's working on the third one here. But one thing you can't have in your beef jerky is fat, so she's working her way around the edges of the meat, trying to get all the fat cut off. And when we get that done, we'll bring you guys back and show you how we mix up the marinade that it'll sit in overnight. Okay guys, let's get to the recipe now. We got 2 containers here. They probably each have, say, 1.5 pounds of jerky meat in them, so 3 pounds total. For that size batch, we're going to use about 1/4 cup. We'll work left to right. 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Then we'll need 1/4 cup of a bold steak sauce. We're going to use the juice out of 1 can of sliced pineapples. We're going to use the juice out of 1 can or 1 jar of maraschino cherries. And then we're going to work in tablespoons. We're going to have 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper. And we're going to go ahead and let Tina get those mixed up, and then we'll show you what we do with them next. Okay guys, while Tina gets these mixed up, we'll talk a little bit about the meat. If you like your jerky to fall apart or be crumbly, then you'll want to cut your meat against the grain. And if you want your jerky to be chewy, you cut it with the grain and leave long grains in it. But that'll make it chewy. But we like it about half and half. I usually try to cut it a 45 across the grain. But this was pre-cut for us, so it looks like a lot of it is with the grain. But what you want to do is get your ingredients all mixed up and whisk them real good there in a bowl, something easy to pour with. So we're using a big 4-cup measuring cup. But we'll show you what we do next when she gets this mixed up.
Hey guys, before we go on with this video, I wanted to break in here and tell you guys that we're probably not going to have a video tomorrow. Tomorrow, like I said, is Tina and I's 18th birthday. And while we've been together more than 20 years, we've managed to make it 18 years married without killing each other. So it's quite a celebration for us. And if you'll take a minute after the video and leave a comment down below, and wish Tina luck making it another 18 years. I don't know how she made it the first 18. But she's a huge help here on the homestead. I really appreciate her, and I love her to death as my wife. But if you would, just leave her a comment after this video, and I'll try to read the comments to her so she can enjoy them also. But let's get back to that recipe, and let's see how this stuff turned out.
Okay guys, what Tina's doing now is she had divided the meat in half, and she's putting it into 2 large gallon-sized freezer bags. And then what she's done here is use 2 cups to divide her sauce in half too. But the next step will be to take the sauce and add it to the bags, and she'll get that dumped in there. Then you want to go ahead and after you get it in the bags, then seal them up real good and work that juice down through the meat, and then they'll go into the refrigerator overnight before we start making them into jerky. So we'll get these bags kneaded up, and then we'll get them in the refrigerator, and when we pull them back out and get ready to load them in the dehydrator, we'll bring you guys back. But it's really not that hard. There's no cooking to this recipe other than we're gonna mix the stuff up, and then we're gonna get it to the dehydrator. So we'll bring you back when we bring it out of the refrigerator, but it's gonna marinate overnight. Okay guys, we're getting this beef jerky laid out here, and what we've done is we've got I think we got 6 racks plus a piece of jerky, and then the maraschino cherries and the pineapple. We used those earlier in the recipe, and Tina's got them laid out here, and she's putting some sugar on them. But we'll get Tina to show us her jerky over there. You can see the lower racks instead of the... Yeah, those racks down below there are full. But we'll go ahead and get all this loaded up in the dehydrator, and we'll come back to you when we get a little bit closer. Alright guys, we got the dehydrator all loaded up, and Tina is going to program it in. I'm going to set it for 155 degrees, and we're just going to run it until the jerky is good and leathery. We'll take that out, and the pineapple and cherries will probably take a little bit longer, but this Excalibur does a real good job getting it done. But we got her all loaded up and we're ready to go, so when we start pulling it out of there, we'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, the jerky's out of the dehydrator, and we're getting ready to bag it up. We're going to send some out to Keeping It Dutch. I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but we wanted you to have a look at it. It's done and out of the dehydrator, so we're going to get it bagged up, ready to go to Dutch, and I'll be right back to tell you a little bit more. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. We've gone ahead and we've bagged and tagged that jerky up and sent it on out to Oklahoma to Dutch over at the Keeping It Dutch channel. And he has it now, so he's going to be putting together a video. He's going to take it straight out of the envelope and give it a taste test. And he's going to share his opinions with you. And hopefully, if you're one of his subscribers coming over from his channel and you've already seen it, we hope you enjoyed the recipe and how to make it. So that's how we do it here on the homestead. We really enjoy that jerky recipe. We've done it for a long time, but it's got some interesting ingredients in it, things you don't normally see in jerky, like the pineapple juice and the cherry juice, but it gives it an interesting flavor, and we hope you'll give it a try. If you do, then let us know how it turned out for you. We'd love to hear it. We love when you guys leave us comments down below. Those are always cool, and we try to respond to everybody's comments. If you've enjoyed the video, we hope you'll give it a thumbs up. Those tell YouTube to show our videos to more people, and that's a good thing. We really appreciate it. So if you like the content here on the channel, and I know some of you are here for the first time, but if you like the content on the channel, please consider subscribing. We really appreciate it, and you can become part of the process. We read through the comments, and we kind of let our viewers guide where the channel will go. So the more time you spend commenting down below, the more and more you'll probably like the channel, because we'll take our directions from you guys. So if you'd hit that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. Down next to the subscribe button is a bell. That bell will send you a notification whenever we release new videos. That'll help you keep up with what's going on here on the homestead. So we're glad to have you guys here. We really hope you enjoyed the recipe. Welcome to all our new guests from the Keeping It Dutch channel.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.